We'll look now at the VET quality framework. You'll see that on the Australian Skills Quality Authority site, that's a government site, we call that ASQA for short. And within the VET quality framework, your registered training organisation needs to meet a whole heap of legislative requirements from ASQA. They get audited anywhere from 1 yearly to 5 yearly, or if there's a serious grievance raised by one of your learners. So again, this relates to you if you are delivering nationally recognised training under a registered training organisation. If you're using your certificate just for some type of in-house training and building the skills, but your employer wanted you to get the full certificate for qualification, we just have to ensure that you could use that certificate for qualification as if you are teaching nationally recognised training under a registered training organisation. So regardless, it is a requirement of the qualification that you understand the framework. So we have for you in your module where you can actually open up and look at the current legislation. That is the Standards for Registered Training Organisations 2015. So your registered training organisation is responsible for understanding this legislation and meeting the requirements. There is a section in here though that we'll focus on shortly that relates directly to you and how that impacts you and your quality assurance as a trainer and assessor and what qualifications you need. Back though to this overall quality framework, your registered training organisation, when they apply to become an RTO, needs to meet the fit and proper person requirements, be able to assure that there's no fraudulent background or criminal history, that they're a corporation and, that they meet the requirements to become a corporation. They have to prove their financial viability. There's all sorts of areas that really isn't relevant to the certificate for. It's just important that you get an overview, and your main focus is understanding ASQA, which is the governing body, understanding you would be working for a registered training organisation who has to meet all of that legislative requirements, which means they will start to do internal audits themselves, and they're subject to ASQA audits. And an auditor may actually need to speak with you as the trainer or assessor for the RTO. So it can be a little bit impacting there.